Hello, I'm Richard from Unichip Europe. I just wanted to go through today about how we tune the Unichip and just how easy it is to get very quick, accurate and good performance from a modified vehicle. Today we've got a naturally aspirated petrol engine, which as you tuners probably know, can be quite difficult to get any power out of. The typical mods that you're going to see on this style of engine is going to be an exhaust, maybe an exhaust manifold, and an air filter, and that's exactly what this engine's got on it. It's got a 4-branch manifold, a K&N Typhoon air filter kit, and then an exhaust system as well. Now the Unichip is all done, all wired up, but it's blank at the moment. So first thing I'm going to do is get in the car, do a quick power run, just so you can see. Okay, so we've done a base run in this car. I'm not going to teach you how to tune or what AFO you should be shooting for, but what I am going to explain is how quickly we can get a more desirable fuel ratio. So at the moment you can see we're really quite rich. This is our air fuel ratio on this standard car. It is quite rich, probably due to the hardware modifications that we've actually got installed on it. So the aim today is very quickly to lean this fuel mixture out somewhere a little bit more desirable, around about the 0.88 lambda or 12.8 to 13.1 AFR, depending on how you work. Now if you was to tune this vehicle via an OBD remap service, it's probably going to take a 10-minute read, then you've got to modify the file, wait for the file to come back, and a 10-minute write. All in all, each change that you make is probably going to take you a little over an hour to do. So I'm going to explain today just how quickly we can reach our target AFR ratio, how quickly we can make the changes. And if we can do this in a very swift and easy time frame, well, we can tune the vehicle so much better than anybody else, because we can lean it out and get it perfect, because it'll only take us a couple of minutes. Whereas if, for argument's sake, we was on a reflash service, you might find that, oh, it's a little bit lean at the top. That'll be all right, I can't be bothered because it's going to take another hour and 20 minutes just to change that little bit. Whereas we can put the effort in and get it absolutely perfect and get the best, and really it is the only way to get good tuned performance out of a naturally aspirated vehicle, and also a turbocharged vehicle. Okay, as I explained earlier, we was a bit unhappy with how rich the fuel mixture was on this vehicle, and we're going to attempt to lean it out. So normally when we tune the Unichip, we'd go through various load points, but what I want to do today is just show you how quick I can get that fuel curve correct. So first thing I'm going to do, we know it's rich. Okay, so I'm going to go to the fuel table. I'm going to take the full throttle section of my map, and I'm quite simply going to very haphazardly just chuck in -10, okay, and see where we end up. You can see I'm downloading while the engine's running. This is not something I've got to go away from the car to do. I literally just type in -10, hit download. It's downloaded, done. Okay, how long did that take? Now going to give the car a power run, and again we're just going to see the results that we've made to the fuel ratio on the graph. Okay, so that whole process of leaning out our fuel table, I don't know, it's probably taken about 30 seconds to lean the table out and do a run to have a look at the actual results. Now as you can see on the screen, we've leaned out the fuel mixture, we've picked up some power at the bottom, but we're still quite a long way from being at our target level of around 0.88. So I'm going to chuck a bigger negative number in, very straightforward. I'm going to go quite aggressive. We've done -10, didn't do a lot. I'm just going to put in -30. I've got a feeling it's going to be too lean low down, but about right further up the rev range. But let's try it. So I'm just going to put in -30, done, hit download, away we go. Again, engine's still running, I haven't got out the car, haven't done anything. We're probably around about a minute in. wow, what a difference that's made. We've picked up 138 to 149 in approximately 3 minutes. As you can see, it's done exactly what I thought it would do. It's too lean, lower down the rev range, but it's about right higher up the rev range, sort of richening up nicely. So I can now very quickly make some changes. It starts to go where I want it to at around about 5,000 RPM. So I'm going to quickly change this. As I'm sure you can see, I'm going to put in -25. Now I'm going to very quickly interpolate this area here. Okay, like so. I'm going to hit download. Now this will be pretty much spot on, I'm hoping. We've gone from, you know, really rich condition now to an almost perfect condition. Let's see if I can get it spot on within 5 minutes. Look at that, what a difference. We've literally carried out 4 power runs and tuned that fuel curve, I reckon, within inside 5 minutes. There you go. So there's your before and after of your 2 fuel curves. You could argue we're still too lean low down, but you know, I can tweak that again, take me another 30 seconds, not a problem. Got very rich fuel mixture, and the red one here is your power. We've leaned out the fuel mixture. You can see what sort of power we've picked up. Haven't even put any ignition timing in it yet. So I'm going to very quickly, again, I'm going to do the same thing. Does it want more or does it want less ignition timing? High probability it may want less, but let's find out. It's a modern car, so it's going to have closed loop knock control. I've got a scanner plugged in to see the ignition timing. So I'm very quickly just going to put, I don't know, where should we start? 2 degrees, there we go, safe bet. A quick download with an additional 2 degrees of timing, and then we'll just do another power run and see what sort of power we can pick up from that. You can see that a quick 2 degrees more ignition timing tidied up a little bit down on the lower rev range, but above sort of 5,000 RPM you've got quite a marked improvement over the power. Just so you know that this is all genuine, not fictitious, I'm now going to zero the maps out. So as you can see, there's my 2 degrees of ignition timing. I'm just going to zero that out. I'm going to quickly grab my quick fuel table. I'm going to zero that out, download those maps, and we'll just prove that this comes back to how it was originally. Okay, so you can now see, number one, just how consistent and accurate the rolling road is. We started this test off at 138.3. I've made, I think I've made 5 pulls, and I've put the map back to 0 and we've made 138.5. So we're within 0.2 horsepower of the original. How quick was that? Literally put some numbers in a fuel table, download it, off you go. There is no way, as a tuner, you can afford the time to do this kind of remap to this level on a reflash service. That would have taken, well, how many adjustments did we make? We've made, I think, about 3-4 downloads. But that's 4 hours. 4 hours to tweak those numbers. It's just not economical, or is it really achievable on the remap market? We haven't even started with ignition timing yet, nor have we started with the remainder of the map at part throttle. I would hope that I can have this car tuned for the hardware mods using the Unichip system within about 30 to 40 minutes, right from 1200 RPM part throttle, 4000 RPM part throttle, and all the way out the whole rev range at full throttle. It's a very quick and efficient way to allow a competent tuner to modify a standard ECU.